I was gonna wait and do an update after my glucose test and my ultrasound, but I had a pretty eventful appointment today. So I'm gonna go ahead and do an update now. I am 28 weeks and 4 days today, and she is the size of an eggplant. Still says that she's supposed to be 13.6 to 14.8 inches long, somewhere between there. And she is supposed to be between like 1.5 and 2.2 pounds still. So, um, it's still the same as it was, but I actually, or she, or both of us had a growth spurt kind of the weekend of like the second and third. Somewhere right in there. I don't remember the exact dates, but I just remember I just felt like super full and I felt like things were stretching. And I had the same thing before, and I don't feel her move as much within those days where things are like I just feel like that. So I think we were both having a little growth spurt. So I'm hoping she's caught up some. Um, and then the other thing that really happened is on March 8th, Jason finally felt her move. So I felt her move the first time February 8th, and he felt her March 8th. So exactly a month later. So, sorry, just got an alert on my phone. This crazy person keeps calling me, and I'm not who they're looking for. They keep calling me repeatedly. Anyways, so I had my glucose test today, and I said in my last video that I was actually a little excited to drink the lime flavored drink they gave me, and it tasted good when I first took a sip. I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. But then when you think about the fact that you have to drink this 10-ounce drink of pretty much pure sugar in 3 to 5 minutes, it is super heavy and super thick. I mean, it's like straight syrup. And it actually gave me a little bit of heartburn, but I got it down in like 5 minutes. Um, and I I don't know how the results are gonna go because it made me like really hot and shaky, and I felt like my heart was like racing. And I've only ever felt like that like one time before, and it was before I had gone to the endocrinologist and gotten on the metformin and everything. And so I had the insulin resistance and everything from the PCOS. And I was at work and I didn't have time to like sit down and eat a meal. And Texas Roadhouse had brought us rolls, and I had eaten like, I don't even know how many of these rolls because they're like heaven. But they were there, and I could real quick eat them between checking people in at the hotel I worked at. And I started like, I felt just like I did today. I was hot, I was shaky. My heart felt like it was gonna explode. It was worse this time I'm talking about than it was today. But the person I was working with actually had diabetes, and he was like, "Go get a water and drink it. It sounds like your blood sugar is super high." So I'm kind of freaking out that that means that I might fail the test, but I won't know for 3 to 5 days. So, anybody else who has had the test that has failed or passed, how did the drink make you feel? Did anybody have that kind of reaction and fail, or did they pass, or what? If you could let me know, that would be great. um, so, that's not the super exciting part. Well, that's not exciting, but the eventful part. I got there. The way they do it is they have you drink it beforehand. They have you drink it 45 minutes before your appointment. Then when you get there, you let them know that you drank it and what time you finished, and then they take you back and get your blood drawn when they need to, the hour afterwards. So they called me back and weighed me and took my blood pressure first. I'll just go over the weight real quick. Been packing on the pounds now. It hasn't been too bad, and I hadn't really gained a whole lot, but it's happening now. um, Overall, I'm at 214 right now, and overall I've gained 19 pounds. I don't remember the last time I talked about it or where I was at that point, but I know that, um, excuse me, I think I gained 3 pounds this week, and then 2 pounds the week before, and 2 pounds the week before that. So it's been coming on. I think I thought I gained like 6 in February, but maybe I'm counting back into February. I think I am. Anyway, so that's where I'm at with that. And then she took my blood pressure. Here's where things got weird. So my blood pressure was 152 over 80. And I didn't know like what normal really was. Like they usually say, oh, you're good or you're not, but I didn't really know like where the borders were. I know now that anything over 140 they consider high. So it was 152 over 80, and she was like, huh, it's pretty high. And I said, well, it's normally between 120 and 130 over 80. And so she went and got a different cuff. And I told her, I said, I don't know if this would have anything to do with it. I was like, but I feel like my heart is like absolutely racing from this drink. I don't know if that would affect it at all. She said she wasn't sure, but she didn't think so. So she got a different cuff and did it again, like right then, and it was 140 over 80 that time. So then she wanted to collect a urine sample and check for protein in the urine, to check for preeclampsia and everything. Well, of course, I've had to pee like all the time. Did not have to pee, and she's like, "Could you, not even a little?" I'm like, "I can try, but I really don't think I have to." Because I drank that, but then you're not supposed to eat or drink anything afterwards, so I hadn't drank any water or really anything. So didn't have to go. So I'm like, I'm sorry. I was like, I feel like by the end of the appointment I'll probably be able to, or I'll probably have to go. So drew my blood, and then went in and saw the midwife. And this is the first time I've seen her. Like I said, I see somebody different every time. But this is the first time I've seen her, and I really, really liked her. She actually asked me questions, and I think she may have been asking more questions and stuff because my blood pressure was high that time and because my weight from the last appointment had jumped up quite a bit. So she was asking me lots of questions, asked me if I was planning on doing classes or anything, and so then I think I went then and did the urine sample, and then they were, they tested it and everything, and she said she was going to have me wait and then come back in and check my blood pressure. So, did the urine sample, and then the like nurse or whatever came in and did my blood pressure again, and it was still 139 over 80, so like right there on the cusp. And so then after a few minutes, the midwife came back in and she said, there is a little bit of protein in your urine. She said, I want to wait and I want a physician to go over like what my plan is with you, and just make sure we're all on the same page. But they're all busy right now, so are you okay waiting? And I said, yeah, that's fine. And she acted like she was going to check it again. So I made myself real comfortable. I turned my music on my iPod on my phone, and was playing solitaire because that's usually what I do to like fall asleep. So that's like what relaxes me and puts me to sleep. So I was like, okay, let me just do this and relax because I was freaking out about the test and that was over. So I'm like, all right, let me just relax. So she comes back in a little while later, and she didn't check it again, but she's having me do a 24-hour urine sample, and then I go back on Monday and see one of the doctors and have them recheck my blood pressure and see if it was just like a fluke thing, if it was like a nervousness and a reaction to the glucose drink, or if I am starting to develop preeclampsia and if they're going to have to monitor that and everything. So a lot of things up in the air right now, because I'm waiting to hear the results of the glucose test, which I'm nervous about. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will be okay with the blood pressure. I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, I have my next ultrasound appointment on Tuesday. And I'm really hoping with this little growth spurt that she's good now. And I told Jason, I'm like, I don't want her to be like huge. I don't want to go in and be like, oh, you're having a giant baby. I said 40th percentile. I think I'll be happy there. But yeah, besides that, movements have been getting much stronger. Been feeling kicks higher up, and her heart rate today. They got her heart rate, and it was like right away, because last time it took forever and 2 people to even get it. But she got it right away, and it was 150. And it was like so much higher up on my stomach than they like checked it last time, which almost makes me wonder if she flipped again. But whatever. she can flip-flop around all she wants. Now I'm concerned about me and having all of this go on and how that's going to affect everything. So yeah, lots of craziness. I'm going to do a quick belly shot, and then um, I don't know when I'll update. I don't know if I'll do it like once I get after my appointment on Monday, or if I'll just wait and do it after the ultrasound and everything on Tuesday. But needless to say, I will be back next week with lots of information. So I'll do the belly shot, and that'll be it. Okay, I feel like I'm always wearing a shirt. I posted a picture of my bump on Facebook with this shirt on, but that was like a week and a half ago, and I just so happened to be wearing the same shirt. Here, it's from the side. I feel like it's definitely getting bigger. And from the front, and the other side. So yeah, Jason asks me every single day, "Are you okay?" I said, "Can I just expect for the next 3 months that you're gonna ask me every night if I'm okay?" Because by the end of the night, I get very out of breath, and we're getting to the end of the night now, so I'm breathing a little heavy. But so that's it, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.